Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, subscribe. I post weekly videos about StarStable, update videos, random videos like this one, and training championship videos, etc. So if you're interested,
subscribe.
So today we're going to be talking about how to grow your SSO Instagram. And we're not just talking about followers, we're talking about like growing as a member of the community. We're just going to go through some tips that I have learned from personal experience having my Instagram. So let's get into it. Tip number 1 is to post what you love. If you love posting realistic edits of horses jumping and that's what you really love to post, then post that. Do not post what you don't enjoy posting, because at the end of the day, if you're not having a good time, then there isn't really a point. And it's really not about the number of people you have following you. It is so much more about enjoying the content that you're creating and enjoying what you're putting out onto your Instagram and really being proud of it. Tip number 2 is to do with hashtags. So I would suggest that you follow hashtags that you're interested in that are related to StarStable, like hashtag StarStable, hashtag SSO, things like that, and engage with posts that you like, that you see in the hashtag. Like them, comment on them, share them to your story if you want to, and just make connections with people, because the best thing about being part of an online community is the friendships you make and the connections that you make with other people. Tip number 3 is probably the most important one in terms of the Instagram algorithm, which we're not going to talk a lot about it, but the Instagram algorithm loves consistency. So if you can't post every single day, that's okay. If you can post 3 times a week, it is much better for you to post on, say, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 6 o'clock every week than to post at 3 random times on 3 random days, because the algorithm loves consistency. People get used to knowing what time you're going to post at. You have a reliable kind of schedule that people can get excited to see what you're going to post, and that's really, really helpful. Tip number 4 is another tip related to hashtags. This one is about using them on your posts. So it's really, really important to use hashtags on your posts, because when people are looking for new accounts to follow, or they're looking for new people whose posts they like, a lot of the time you're going to be looking in hashtags in the recently posted or in the top of the hashtag. And so make sure you're using relevant hashtags. There's no point in using hashtag food if you're posting a StarStable picture. Another really important thing about hashtags is to not use too many of them. It's very important that you don't use too many, because that comes across as spammy on Instagram, and it's better to use around 9, so you have enough that you're going to be putting your posts into multiple hashtags, but not so many that you're going to be spamming. Tip number 5, always post on your story. So when someone comes to your page and they see that colorful ring around your profile picture, they know that you have been on your account in the last 24 hours. They know that you are active repeatedly on your account, and that if they follow you, they can expect to get a lot of content from being a follower on your page. Also, posting other people's content that you really like, things like that, is a really good way of meeting new people and making new friends. Tip number 6, reply to comments. Unless a comment is hurtful or offensive, it is really important to reply to them, because personally, I know that when I comment on someone's picture that I saw and I really, really liked, when I get a reply from the creator of the picture, it's really, really nice. I feel like they appreciated my comment, and it's like a nice interaction that you can have with people. And also you get to meet a lot of new people by replying to comments like that. Tip number 7 is going to be about DMs. So unless a DM is rude or offensive, as the same with the comments, I would suggest that if you have the time and it's not going to stress you out too much, to always respond to them, because it's a really great way to meet new people. You can honestly hear such interesting stories from meeting people through DMs. You can learn so much about just other people in the community, about the community, different people's opinions on different aspects of the game, things like that. It's just very, very interesting. And I know I personally have met a lot of people that I became good friends with later on by DMing each other on Instagram at first. So it's definitely a really, really good way to become a more active member in the community. So definitely do that. Tip number 8 is going to be about Reels and IGTV videos. So if Reels and IGTV videos are really not your thing, then it's completely fine to just not post them, of course. Don't post things that you don't like. That's the number 1 tip. So only post these if you enjoy posting them. But I know that with Reels, Instagram really likes them in the algorithm because they're kind of newer. Instagram is kind of trying to promote them a bit more. And it's also a nice way to make videos about kind of comedic things, like a lot of people do kind of TikTok type Reels, or if you have a StarStable TikTok, it's a really good idea to post them over on Reels on your Instagram as well. They have their own section on the Explore page, and I feel like you can make a lot of new connections with people, because if you put up a video that's really relatable about, you know, buying all the new horses when a breed comes out or something like that, and people find it really funny, then you have something in common with someone already, and you never know, you might make a new best friend. Those are all the tips I have for you today. Remember that the number at the top of your page, the number of followers that you have, is not the most important thing. It is much more important that you love what you're posting, that you're having a good time with it, that it's having a positive impact on your life, and that you're not stressing yourself out with a crazy posting schedule to get more followers or anything like that. If you are having fun and everybody that sees your account is having fun, you're making new friends, you're becoming a more active member of the community, then that's the main point, I think, of your Instagram account, and you're already winning. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found these tips helpful, please like and subscribe. Comment down below if there's anything you think I missed so that other people can see those as well and you can help them out. And if you have any questions for me about any of these, you can comment them down below, or you can DM me on Instagram. I will always respond to either one. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.